Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. Anthony Gould now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Indianapolis. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That his first touchdown of the new year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, Richardson. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he will do it himself. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, this is 4. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. 17 yards on that connection. It's a Browns 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the 1st quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. We are through 1. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Catch me. That's Woods.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. A dive there, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. Had to go to the...
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now inside the 25. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. It is a big play for the Browns. 68 yards. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Ford. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's second and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Throwing here on third and goal. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
The offense staying put. Fourth and goal from the 2. This caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here, first and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Get to him, my friend.
He'll find Woods. That one is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive. Richardson
to throw it here on first down. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He is in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw right side is intercepted. For the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. Touchdown, Browns. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. His target downfield, great teamwork on the completion. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Indianapolis.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful.
Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Up the middle. Here's 4. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Going deep downfield for Judy. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They go right back to Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
You just don't expect to see a sack on an RPO. I mean, of course, one half of that play, Mike, is a designed run. The other component of the play is the pass option. That ball, if it determines that it's a pass read, that ball has to be out of the hand of the quarterback quickly. The offensive line is not prepared to pass block for an extended period of time.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Second down and 8. On the give, this is Taylor. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The Colts about set to punt. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, 4. And a nice hole opens up. He's got a first down out of that one, up to the 14-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go back to forward on first down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they face second down and 7. Again, it's 4. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Browns are able to cut the deficit to 10. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So it's a win for the Colts. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.